Hi, it's Neil here from Total Wellness Club, welcoming you to episode number 25 in our video series, where we're looking at what helps you get healthy and fit and stay healthy and fit. And if you're like me, at some point in your life you will have tweaked a muscle or hurt yourself in some way. And whether that's through exercise or whether that's through sport or whether that's just through life, maybe picking a box up that was too heavy for you. And as you know, if you've been following along to the video series, I was recently involved in a 10k run, and in the last week of that training, I did something to my ankle that's just been persisting for a little while. And typically, probably go along to a doctor's, and a doctor might give you some painkillers or something to rub on it that will probably treat the symptoms but not really get to the cause, and longer term you're still left with pain or restricted movement. Now, there are people who can help with this and help relieve those symptoms, and I've come down to Shepton Mallet Leisure Centre down in Somerset, not too far away from where I live, to meet up with somebody who can help me with my ankle. So I'm here with Mazeie Phillips at Philgood Rehabilitation. Mazeie, how do you help people?
So if you had an injury, you would come and see me. So any kind of aches, pains, niggles or complaints. I'd then do an assessment on what area of the body that would be. We'd then figure out a diagnosis of what it would be and set you up on a rehabilitation plan. If that's exercise, acupuncture, massage, TPN, manipulation. So like there's a few things I offer that will integrate into one treatment plan.
What kind of injuries do people typically come in with?
Well, it depends where I am. There's obviously a gym downstairs where we are today, so if you get kind of your heavy lifters, you get a lot of backs put out. But my age range goes from, I've got like a 10-year-old who's like gymnastic to like a 90-year-old who just has acupuncture, so it really kind of depends what situation I'm in. But like this type of in the summer, there's a lot of runners, so I get a lot of kind of like Achilles problems, a lot of knee problems, a lot of sprained ankles, hamstring tears. So it also depends on where we are with the season and what sports are being played as well.
My problem's with my ankle.
Yes.
I don't really know exactly how I did it.
Okay.
It just started hurting.
So it gradually came on. What type of pain is it?
It's just a little sort of nagging pain. It's sort of around the ankle bone there. More sort of seems to be underneath, but sometimes a little around the top as well.
Anything that aggravates it?
Pounding.
Okay. So like you're running
from running, or even doing jumps, something like that.
Great stuff. Kind of like change of directions, uneven surfaces. Is that all okay? Fantastic.
No, actually no. That hurts as well.
Yeah, good. So we could just cancel out a few things there with some special questions. So let's have a look. Let's have your other foot up as well, just so we have a little comparison. So you've got some ligaments on the inside, you've got some ligaments on the outside. You've got 3 on the outside. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What they do is they prevent you hyperflexing like that and from going in. So their job is to push you back up like that to stop the ankle rolling over. What you've done is you've just overstrained that ligament a little bit too much. That's how we saw it with that when we just put it onto a stretch, we caused a bit of pain. And when we did this one, and we caused a bit of pain there.
This scar tissue from an old injury, you think?
So you would have overstrained it. So what you would have done, you would have went down and did it like that. And it's just overstrained it a little bit. If you probably, so there's 3 grades of strain. Grade 1 is up to 25% torn, which is definitely you. Grade 2 is 25 to 75. And grade 3 is 75 completely ruptured. So like a grade 2, that you get a lot more swelling, you get a lot more kind of range of motion lost. Whereas yours was just, probably definitely not even high end at 25.
So without treating this, would this just cause sort of like restricted movement, or
That's it.
restrict me from what kind of exercise I could do in the future?
And just like a niggling pain as well that you would just get. So kind of things don't go away. People do ignore injuries thinking they will go away, but unless you put it back correct, it won't. And the body is very clever. fingers to do it, to do certain jobs, but eventually they will break because it's not their job. Just popping onto the stretch again, all right. So you can really feel that then, can't you?
Yeah.
It's nice and rich, not scared of needles.
Yes. But I'll look away while you put them in.
For a sprained ankle, you could obviously also do an acupuncture technique. More beneficial if they are if the ankle is more swollen. So what you want to do is come off of the ankle bone, in between the Achilles and the ankle bone, halfway. That's where one of them's going to go. Another energy point. 4 fingers above the ankle bone. There we go, that went in quite well. And then we need to work around the ligaments, which I described to you at the back, middle and front. So just starting at the back. I'm going to go into this front one where you can see where we've worked. That's where all the blood's come to the area, all the healing cells. That's why you do the friction to warm up the ligament. And if it was really swollen, you would take all the pressure out through the toes. Fantastic, that one's just sticking out a little bit too much. There we go. You just leave those in for 10 minutes and can stimulate those through twisting them.
I'm not someone who typically likes needles, but I just have to say that acupuncture, barely felt those needles going in just now. Can feel them a little bit as Mazie's tweaking them around, but it's not uncomfortable. So if you've been put off by acupuncture before, don't be, because it doesn't really hurt.
React to kind of the skin to lift it up and let everything flow a lot quicker. So it increases the healing time for you, speeds that up.
I was with Mazeie for about an hour, and when you consider that a therapist like Mazeie typically charges between about £35 and £55 an hour, you've got to question why you would put up with pain for any length of time. You could just go and get it sorted out. So if you're down in Somerset and you live locally, check out Mazeie if you've got an injury and need some help. If obviously elsewhere in the UK, then use the Total Wellness Club website to help you find somebody in your location who's a therapist who can help you with your injury. If you've enjoyed today's video, please subscribe to this channel and follow along with my journey. And I'll see you next time.